Hey, what's up guys? Hope everyone out there is doing well. My name is Mike and we're about to get into a reaction for the film Glory from 1989. I was 7 when this came out. This is going to be for screen name MZ. Thank you for the suggestion. I want to say I have seen this movie. I was, I think, 12 years old when I saw it. I'm 39 now, so I don't remember anything from this except Matthew Broderick was in it, and I think he was an officer. So Glory, 1989. This movie, we'll talk about who's in it. We'll just read a quick few sentences here. Following the Battle of Antietam, Colonel Robert Gould Shaw is offered command of the United States' first all-African-American regiment, the 54th Massachusetts Volunteer Infantry. With junior officer Cabot Forbes, Shaw puts together a strong and proud unit. Okay, so has a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. Directed by Edward Zwick. I had something else pulled up here that the screenplay was, screenplay by Kevin Yare. Hope I'm saying that last name right. Let's see the cast again real quick. Oh yeah, it says Denzel in it. Okay, cool. Denzel Washington, Matthew Broderick, Morgan Freeman. He was just in a movie I reacted to recently. And Carrie Elwes. I think that's that Men in Tights guy, isn't it? So, yeah, I'm excited for this, guys. You know, I can't remember the last time I saw a Civil War film. I'm excited for this one, especially because of the angle this one's coming from. Circling around an all-African-American regiment. That's cool. Very unique, and it's nice that they're going to tell this story. So, without further ado, guys, I'm excited. Get yourself a drink or a snack. I got mine. I got a coffee and a protein bar. Let's do this. Glory, 1989. By the way, I hope my brave little candle makes it the whole movie. It might not. Robert Gould Shaw, the son of wealthy Boston abolitionists, was 23 years old when he enlisted to fight in the war between the states. He wrote home regularly, telling his parents of life in the gathering army of the Potomac. These letters are collected in the Houghton Library of Harvard University. All right. Nice intro percussion music here. This is going to sound uneducated as hell of me, but I didn't know baseball/softball existed back then. You know, seeing all these tents too makes me think. There's been some deployments I went on where I complained about the conditions, but what about that? No access to showers or anything.
Dear Mother, I hope you are keeping well and not worrying too much about me. The Massachusetts men passed through here this morning. How grand it is to meet the men from all the states, east and west, down here ready to fight for their country.
You know what's funny about that is I had the same kind of sensation, experience, and feeling when I joined the military. Being able to meet so many different people from different states, all across the United States, you know? It's quite a strange sensation, especially when you're working with these people in a unit and, you know, everyone's from a different state. It's crazy how that can all come together and become like a brotherhood.
We must make it a whole country for all who live here, so that all can speak. Before this war began, many of my regiment had never seen a Negro. Now the roads are choked with the dispossessed. I am honored to be part of such a splendid company. They have made me captain, of which I am enormously proud. You would think it strange to see me giving orders to 100 men, most of whom are older than I am.
He is super young to be a captain. Like super, super young. But maybe that was normal back then.
My dearest love to Father, your son, Robert.
Still with the old way of fighting in formation like that. Wow. Just imagine what marching in a battle like that would be like, where you have to be in formation. You can't, you know, you can't dodge it. God, they're just like walking into it too. Wow, opened up a volley. See how stupid fighting was back then? Oh, they're getting slaughtered, man.
For God's sake, come on!
Whoa, my gosh. I thought this was PG-13, man. They're just slaughtered.
We must fall back! No! On!
Man. The chaos. He froze, man. He froze up.
You all right there, Cam?
You know that voice anywhere? Man, his unit was, devastated. What a waste of human life, man. I mean, the whole Civil War was, but I mean, what we're seeing on screen. They're still going for it? See that look he gave? It's hard to judge a man in his position, where you mentally freeze up. You might be the bravest dude ever, but if your body freezes up like that, you mentally freeze up, what can you do?
It's nothing. Heard the latest?
What's that?
I had it from a friend who's a dispatch writer. He says Lincoln's gonna issue an Emancipation Proclamation.
Alright.
Gonna free the slaves. Well, maybe not the ones in the border states or something, I don't know, but he's gonna free some of them anyway.
My God.
Yeah. Said he would have done it sooner, only he was waiting on a big victory. Which is, I guess, what this is.
It's like he's not even paying attention, really. How could you, right? He was lucky, man. Just one graze to the neck. I'm sure Broderick was older than, what did he enlisted when he was 23, so at this point he's what, 25? Supposed to be 25? I'm sure Broderick is older than that.
Robert!
But he has such a baby face that
Thomas.
it looks pretty
Captain
close.
Shaw. I was so proud when I heard.
I had no choice. All the other officers are dead.
And Forbes?
Possible as always. He's around here somewhere. How about you?
Working for your father. How's... Robert, are you all right?
Oh, a little PTSD.
Robert. Governor, you know my son, Robert.
Yes, good
Oh,
to see
meet
you
the
again,
governor.
Robert.
Governor Andrew.
Have you met Frederick Douglass?
Oh, cool. Wow.
Mr. Douglas.
I understand you were at Antietam.
Yes.
A great and a terrible day. Well, I could use your help, Robert.
The governor is proposing to raise a regiment of Negro soldiers.
Not just my idea. Mr. Douglas and
We
some
will
of us...
offer pride and dignity to those who have known only degradation.
Colored soldiers, Rob. Just think of it.
Wonderful.
I've submitted your name, Robert, to be commissioned colonel of the 54th Massachusetts Infantry.
Wow, that's one hell of a jump. What do you even say to that?
Thank you, Governor. It's a wonderful idea. Excuse me.
I'd be in complete shock too, man. Not only would you be in charge of the 1st African American Regiment, but that's a huge promotion. That's you're skipping over 2 officer ranks there in that promotion. You're skipping over Major and Lieutenant Colonel going to Colonel from a captain. And he's so young. He'd be like the youngest colonel ever.
What's the matter, Chester? Much punch?
Not enough.
I know how much you'd like to make colonel, but a colored regiment?
He sees it as a joke.
Feel that would be? Handing out guns to 1,000 coloreds?
I'm gonna do it.
You're not serious.
I want you to come with me.
Me?
After that remark he just made,
Picture me in charge of a regiment?
what is he? Is he a lieutenant?
Picture me in charge of anything.
I would be honored to have you.
Well, then you're an idiot.
Rob, is it true there's to be a colored regiment?
So it seems.
Then I am your first volunteer.
That's cool.
How do we look, Colonel? We gonna whoop the success? Everybody's gonna get the blue suit.
Alright, so they skipped ahead a bit. Fast forwarded a bit to a bunch of people wanting to sign up now. Obviously, Morgan Freeman's gonna be in there somewhere, because we saw him earlier. There he is.
Morning.
Could you smoke like that? With a meeting like this? In uniform, I mean?
I am Colonel Robert Gould Shaw. I am your commanding officer. It's a great pleasure to see you all here today. It's my hope the same courage, spirit, and honor which has brought us together will one day restore this union. May God bless us all.
He's so young, man. I'm gonna have to see if he was really that young in real life. Wait. Some of them don't even have shoes? That sucks.
Thomas Searle.
Shoot for the shots. What about that book?
Charts? That's kind of an unfortunate last name. 1862.
Hell, I'd rather have a hog than at least you could eat the hog. Dark mighty early around here.
Wow, racism on both sides. What is that? 1, 2, 4 men to a tent?
That's my space. I sleep better close up on that door.
Boy, if you don't mind, I prefer a space with more sufficient reading light.
Oh, I like it when talk good as white folk.
I am a free man, as was my father before me.
Well, why don't you move your free black ass on out my space before I have to bust it up? Hold up there, Buck. Ain't nobody said nothing to you, pap.
It's all right. Be fine over here.
Hey, 5 people to a tent?
Wonder when they're gonna give us the blue suit.
Don't get no blue suits and no black soldiers. Blue suit for the white soldiers. Where you from, Phil, huh?
South Carolina.
Well, you ought to know better than that, boy. Hey, would you quit that?
Denzel's character's kind of a prick, huh? Trying to, like, establish dominance in this group.
Yeah, I'm around Tennessee. Ran away when I was 12 years old. I ain't never looked back.
I lived in Tennessee for 3 years.
What you doing since then?
I run for president. I ain't win, though.
Okay, some early character development going on.
Major? Forbes, that's you.
Thomas.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, he's a major now.
Comrades?
Charming, extraordinary conversationalist, everyone.
Major Forbes, a word, please.
Oh, excuse me.
Now, he had a jump in a promotion from lieutenant to major. That's pretty big, too.
I won't permit that kind of fraternization.
It's only Thomas.
He's an enlisted man.
That still applies in today's military.
I've sent for help. These men need a proper teacher.
Yeah, I got promoted to staff sergeant. And as a non-commissioned officer, I wasn't allowed to hang out with some of the, people I used to be the same rank as after that.
Company! Halt! For God's sake, man, do you not know your right from your left?
No, sir.
Wow.
How many here do not know right from left? Jesus, pity. This is your front. This is your rear. This is your right. And this. Now you're learning, boyo. Company, forward, march.
I'm gonna be going through some rough stuff with this guy, huh? What is he? Is he a sergeant major?
Get your goddamn head out of your pocket, what's wrong with you, soldier? Left. You a member of Congress or something? Or are you the bloody Prince of Africa? But don't look at me, look straight ahead.
Yeah, he's here to get under your skin. That's what drill instructors do, man. Except they said 0 racist things when I went through boot camp. Man, it's too bad they don't have uniforms. They all look so different wearing all their own clothes, different hats. It's not very uniform.
They've done it.
Assemble the men. In accordance with President Lincoln's wishes, you men are advised that the Confederate Congress has issued a proclamation. Any Negro taken in arms against the Confederacy will immediately be returned to a state of slavery. Any Negro taken in federal uniform will be summarily put to death.
Wow. Maybe it's better they're not in uniform then.
Any white officer taken in command of Negro troops shall be deemed as inciting servile insurrection and shall likewise be put to death.
Wow.
Full discharges will be granted in the morning to all those who apply. Dismissed. Dismissed!
They're lucky they're giving them the choice.
If you're not here in the morning, I understand.
They're in a tough spot too, just as tough of a spot as all the African American troops, man. As officers. Man, I bet all of them, or at least a lot of them, are up late, thinking about it.
Morning, Major.
Sir, formed and ready, sir.
How many are left?
I bet it's everyone. That is everyone, isn't it? Maybe there's a few missing, I can't tell.
Glory, hallelujah.
Hey, title of the movie drop.
You're not this way, boy. Oh, get up. You'll fall out when I say you're not before. Do you understand English? I said get up.
Sergeant Major.
That happened to me in the military too, in boot camp. I remember we had full ruck packs on, and we were on some kind of march in full gear. It was hot as hell, and the next thing I remember, I woke up in an ambulance. I don't even remember passing out, man.
I have no doubt that you are a fair man, Mulcahy. I wonder if you are treating these men too hard. I speak freely.
The boy's your friend, is he?
Grew up together, yes.
Let him grow up some more.
Huh.
I see.
Will that be all, sir?
That's funny. Me and the colonel had the same kind of reaction. Just kind of like, yeah, you got me there. We need these guys to be tough, man.
57 caliber, Enfield rifle musket. That's the world here, boy.
Yeah, you guys play, but if you guys go into combat, you might not be playing. And that's giving him flashbacks watching it.
Attention! Company! Attention, company!
Front and center. A good shot, Private.
Thank you, sir. Quail hunting.
Ah, so he shot before.
You ever killed a man?
No, sir.
Reload. Faster. Faster. Faster!
Ah, I see what he's doing. He's trying to say like you're gonna be under pressure.
A good man can fire 3 aim shots in a minute. Major, quickly. Faster! Load! Do it!
Point made.
Teach them properly, Major.
Ah, that's cool.
I want to talk to you.
Certainly.
If you wouldn't mind getting down from your horse. Why do you treat the men this way, Robert?
You have to.
How should I treat them?
Like men? And what about Thomas? Why are you so hard on him?
He's not a very good soldier. I'm getting these men ready for battle.
They're already as good as the 7th ever was. They march well, they're disciplined.
No thanks to you.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me.
Who do you think you are? Acting the high-up colonel. You seem to forget I know you.
You see, now I don't agree with the Major on this one, Major Forbes. You got to be tough with these guys, man. This is boot camp. You have to think about the worst case scenarios. You know, and I went through boot camp way later than this. This was a different time back then, but the one thing that doesn't change is boot camp is meant to break you down and rebuild you as a better person, a better human being, a stronger human being in all senses, physically and mentally. That doesn't change, you know, today compared to, you know, back in the Civil War or even before that, really. So I think the Major's wrong on this one. You got to teach these guys to be tough. Maybe say less racist things you know, that the sergeant, he was saying some racist stuff. You could do without that. But everything else, you got to be tough. You know, when I went through boot camp, no matter what race you were, they treated everyone the same amount of toughness.
If you don't believe in what we're doing here, maybe you shouldn't be part of it.
Part of what? Huh? Marching is probably all they'll ever get to do, Robert.
That doesn't matter.
It is my job to get these men ready, and I will. They have risked their lives to be here. They have given up their freedom. I owe them as much as they have given. I owe them my freedom. My life, if necessary. Maybe so do you, Cabot.
He's not there yet, but he'll come around. He has to.
What have we here? Bonnie Prince Charlie and his little toy bayonet. You're not reading your books now. Go on. Now stab me. What? Stab me. Come on, stab, not tickle. You prissy little schoolgirl. You're the worst soldier in this whole company. Now hit me.
Ooh.
No shame, son. Get up. I said get up.
Forgot to duck, that's all.
Sergeant, deal with that man.
Tell you what we secrets. The only thing you have to learn to do is to keep your mouth shut.
Save it, son. Save it.
Carry on, Sergeant Mulcahy.
First right to the rear, back to work.
Robert?
Okay, you know what? After all I was just saying earlier, some aspects of this are too much, and maybe that's just with today's standards. Actual violence against someone like that, That's I know there may be some comments on this of other military or ex-military guys that are like, yeah, no, you can hit someone in boot camp, but yeah, I'm on the fence about that, especially what he was doing. It wasn't like a practice sparring exercise or anything. He's just straight up hitting him with the butt of that rifle, man. That's that's not cool, man.
Speak to you for a moment in private.
Enlisted men wishing to speak to their commanding officer must first get permission. You understand, Private?
It sucks, but yeah.
Yes, sir.
Guard! Develop! Recover! You better put some oomph into that boy!
Don't do it, Forbes. Good. It's not a happy time for Thomas, but I think this is like the first phase of him toughening up.
Colonel Shaw, he a hard man.
It's a beating swear.
He in the same boat with us. See Shesh come, take him, kill him too.
He's just a boy.
He a weak, white boy. Beating on a make him feel strong.
And the only reason he in charge is because his mama and daddy fixed it. Ain't that so? What you think now? Thought you was so smart, didn't you? Yeah, you in real school now, though, ain't you? Yeah, he's showing up learning now, ain't he?
He is. Denzel is doing a great job in acting, and oh my god, how do you even function with those feet, man?
A man say there's a farm ain't but 2-3 miles from here. Said lady over there give him biscuits and gravy. She said if he bring his friends, she feed them too. Biscuits and gravy sound good to me. Maybe get myself some real shoes.
I'm telling you, boy. They find out, they're liable to shoot you.
Is you an old man or is you an old woman? I forget.
Oh man, that was hilarious.
Robert, it's Thomas. I just wanted to say, Merry Christmas, Robert.
Merry Christmas, Thomas.
That's nice. That's nice he dropped the military standards thing for at least the holiday there. Just to say Merry Christmas back to him.
You're Shaw, aren't you? Merry Christmas. Kendrick, Division Quartermaster. How much longer do you figure they last? I hear they're deserting 10 at a time.
You're misinformed. We haven't had a single incident.
See? I figured they never had it so good. And they gotta know that nobody's gonna let them fight. Am I right?
Oh, you're gonna piss him off.
Listen, if there's anything you need, a bottle for the cold nights?
Yes, actually, I put in a requisition for some shoes 2 weeks ago, and I haven't heard anything.
Well, provisionally speaking, we're extremely limited as to footwear. I'm afraid that kind of item has to be reserved for those units whose fighting readiness supersede yours. You understand, I'm sure.
It's a sound reason, but it feels like it's not true. Especially with that eating grin he just gave him.
Nice meeting you, Shaw. Twit.
Yeah, he's full of They do have enough shoes.
Excuse me, sir.
What is it?
Quarter deserter.
Oh. Oh no, is it Denzel? He was talking about that farm. It is. But he wasn't deserting, right? He planned on coming back.
Is this?
Prisoner is to be flogged before the entire regiment.
Not with a whip, not us, man.
That's not good.
Excuse us, Sergeant Mulcahy.
It's your pleasure, Colonel.
Yeah, that's a bad touch.
Never question my authority in front of others.
I is sorry, massa.
Major Forbes, stand at attention.
Sergeant Mulcahy, you may commence.
Oh, whoa. This is not a good idea. Any other kind of, corporal punishment, but not that. Especially with, an African-American regiment. That's stupid. You want to piss off everyone in that unit, this is how you do it. Oh my gosh. This is stupid. Why would you do that? You're just showing you're no better than the South. Dang. Oh man. He's looking right at him. Whoa, man. That was such a powerful moment. The acting on Denzel's part there, amazing. Yeah, I disagree with that. I hope the colonel is regretting that decision. That was stupid. Any other kind of punishment, but not that.
Mr. Rollins,
It would be a great help if I could talk to you about the men from time to time. That's all.
Shoes, sir. The men need shoes, Colonel.
I know.
The boy was off trying to find himself some shoes, Colonel. He wants to fight, same as the rest of us.
Oh, God. Oh.
All of the men like this?
Yes, most of them.
How do you even walk like that?
Good afternoon, Colonel. You change your mind about that bottle I was talking about?
I want 600 pair of shoes and 1,200 pair of socks. And anything else you've been holding out on us, piece of rat filth.
Oh, man.
I'd love to help you, Colonel, but we just don't have any.
Yeah, you do.
I'll just have a look around, see that you haven't misplaced them. Son of a bitch! Damn it, you can't, can't I? I'm a colonel. Nasty little cuss. You really think you can keep 700 Union soldiers without proper shoes because you think it's funny? Now, where would that power come from?
All right. Calm down.
Yes. He did it. Nice. Don't forget the socks. With people who have feet that were as bad as Denzel's, you gotta give them a little bit of a couple days rest to heal up a bit. Oh, good, they are. Oh, God.
This morning I have been notified, since you are a colored regiment, you will be paid $10 a month. Regiment fallout by company to receive pay.
That is jacked up, man.
$10, a lot of money.
That's crazy how it was a lot of money back then, too.
Hey, come on, Rob. Where's your pride now?
Make your mark right here.
Huh? Look, hey.
I can write my name.
Then do it.
They're gonna get him 13.
Don't be a dick.
Huh? I mean, a color soldier
Look at
stop
that.
a bullet just as good as a white one.
He didn't end up signing it because of that.
Uncle ain't got himself a real bargain here. Hey, what you say, Buck?
That's right, slave. Step right up, make your mark. Get your slave weight.
Wow. Man, Denzel is one hell of an actor in this. Even after his corporal punishment, he's still trying to stand up for what's right.
If you men will take no pay, then none of us will.
Oh. Wow, that was such a strong gesture. Man, that's a great gesture. Not that it really bothers him, he comes from wealth, but... Oh, uniforms? They got uniforms, wow. Oh, wow, that's great. Man. Wow. Wait, so are they like out of their boot camp now? This must be like after they've been fully trained. I remember that moment from boot camp too. Doing ice right where the commanders were sitting. You know, this is, Colonel's such a young man that I feel like even though he didn't go through the hardships of this boot camp, he's grown since deciding to, take this position as their commander. He's become tougher too, I think Sergeant Mulcahy helped instill in him the importance of teaching these guys to be tough. Because if they get in combat, they're going to need it. I was talking in the movie earlier about, kind of low-key dissing him for being so young, but he's doing a lot to make up for that, He's doing a lot to earn people's respect, even though he's young.
Welcome home, boys. Take a good look. It's all a memory now that the Northman comes.
Now that we come.
Colonel Shaw, Edward Pierce. Special assignment from Harper's Weekly. A million loyal readers want to know what happens when the men of the 54th see action.
1,000,001. Well, you'll want to see this.
Attention! Company! Rollins, front and center.
Sir!
Mr. Rollins, this regiment was formed with the promise that only white officers would be commissioned to lead it. Nothing was mentioned, however, about non-commissioned officers.
NCOs. Oh, he's gonna get
Therefore,
promoted.
in recognition, of initiative taken not only for yourself, but on behalf of the entire regiment, you are hereby awarded the rank of Sergeant Major.
Wow. From private? What is he, like a private first class?
Congratulations.
Dude, you know how big of a promotion that is? That is freaking a huge promotion, man. Wow. Good for him, man.
I ain't sure I'm wanting this, Colonel.
I know exactly how you feel.
So yeah, I got a huge ass promotion too. Wow.
That's right, Highness. Ain't no dream. We run away slaves, but we come back fighting men.
Oh, that's nice, man. Oh, that's great. It gives them all hope. Who are those other... Is that another unit? There's another African-American unit? It is.
We're all very excited to have you here, Shaw.
Thank you, sir.
Lincoln's idea. Meet Colonel Montgomery. He's your brigade commander.
Colonel.
Honored, sir.
Contraband regiment is his brain.
You didn't think yours were the only colors around, did you, Colonel?
I did, actually.
I thought so, too.
I'm hiking a company over to the Georgia coast in the morning. We'll be foraging for supplies. I could use a hand. That is, if you think your men are up to it.
They are indeed, sir.
The troop is fed and bedded down for the night, sir.
Very good, Cop. We'll be going into action in the morning.
Oh, Thomas is a corporal now. Good for him, too. So are they going to be seeing battle when they're trying to get supplies?
I am surprised at how well you handle them. See, I'm from Kentucky originally, and we owned a few ourselves, so it comes naturally to me.
So he's a
You
racist.
are from Boston, are you not? Yes. It is impossible to imagine Boston with slaves.
But he's used to being a slave owner, coming from Kentucky. That's ironic that he's now in the, Northern Army.
Town's clean, sir. Ain't no ribs here, just some women.
All right, you hear that, boys? Let's clear her out!
What's up with the other colonel's hat? That's not like a military hat.
We ain't Sesh here.
That man is a civilian.
That man is Sesh, and Sesh is all the same, son.
You used to be Sesh.
You really think anybody's gonna put these boys into some real combat? Do you? I mean, they're little children, for God's sake. They're little monkey children, and you just gotta know how to control them.
This guy's garbage.
You see what I mean? Children.
You told them to do that.
Hey, boy, take your hands off the white lady.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. That was his own... That was your own soldier. This guy's f***ed up.
And now I'll have to burn this town. Tell your men to set torches and prepare to fire the buildings.
I will not.
That is an order.
It is an immoral order, and by articles of war, I am not bound to obey it.
That is
Well,
correct.
you can just explain that at your court-martial, after your men are placed under my command.
Ah, yeah, you don't want that. His brigade commander's garbage, man.
Fall out to set torch, prepare to fire the town.
Fall out!
The colors, Sergeant Major.
What you looking at, biscuit eater? You think you're better than me? You think you're my judge?
You see, Colonel Shaw's training in their boot camp, it really shows through.
Dear Father, I need your help. Despite my many requests, it's become clear that we are to be used only for manual labor. Why keep drilling if they are never to be given the opportunity to prove themselves? I have written to Governor Andrew as well as to the General Staff in Washington, but I feel that only a letter directly from you to Lincoln himself.
Doors, you're always supposed to wear your hat.
Buck up now, come on. See, someday they're gonna let the 54th get into it, see?
See, let me explain something to you. See, the way I figure this war would be over a whole lot sooner. You boys just turn right on around, head on back down that way. And you let us head on up there where the real fighting is, huh?
The men dying up that road.
Be like what Reb's dying if they let the 54th in it.
That dude's from Breaking Bad. That guy. Isn't that like, what's his name? Hector Salamanca? From Breaking Bad?
Where you were! You men move on.
Stripes on a... It's like tits on a bull.
You're looking at a higher rank, Corporal, and you'll obey and you'll like it.
I'll make you.
I'm sorry.
What is going on here?
You! Yes, you. What's your name? I'm putting you up on charges.
Oh, there ain't no cause for that, sir.
What's that, Sergeant?
Well, I mean, it's just a soldier's fight, sir.
All right, you men move along.
Go, step.
Look at that, man. Saved his ass, even though he called him the N-word. You know, times are tough now, being African American or even other people of color. But just imagine what it was like being African American back then, man. You're getting it from all sides, from the South and from your fellow soldiers, you know, that are the white soldiers. Yeah, it's not fun, man. If there's anyone who has experienced racism in their life, I know it's hard for people who've never experienced racism to understand exactly how that feels when you're called a racial slur, but it's not a good feeling, you know? It's happened to me growing up, and it lights a fire under you, man. It makes you angry, you know? It's not easy, man. And just imagine how tough it was back then is my point. They have to deal with it from everyone.
Let me buy.
Let you buy? You can march like the white man. You can learn his songs. You can even wear his suits, but you ain't never gonna be nothing to him but an ugly-ass chimp in a blue suit. All right. Hey, get your hands off me, Gravedigger. You better get your hands off me.
Ain't no around here, you hear me?
Oh, I see. So the white man give you a couple of stripes. Next thing you know, you hollering, ordering everybody around like you the master himself. You ain't nothing but the white man's dog.
Ooh.
What are you? So full of hate you just want to go out and fight everybody because you've been whipped and chased by hounds. It might not be living, but it sure as hell ain't dying.
I was about to say something whenever they had a break in the dialogue that Denzel's character, he's been through so much in his past, you know, and obvious from seeing the scars on his back. It's not easy for him to, you know, think positive, especially when his hate is reinforced by incidents like what just happened to them when that other unit was passing by, you know? So I kind of understand his mindset and why he is how he is, you know?
And dying's what these white boys been doing for going on 3 years now. Dying by the thousands. Dying for you, fool. I know, because I dug the graves. Well, time's coming when we're going to have to ante up. Ante up and kick in like men. Like men!
You watch who you calling around here is you.
You ain't careful, that's all you ever gonna be.
Man, I think he got through to him. He was just stunned. Stunned, but listening. Look at, man, I freaking love Denzel's acting in this movie.
Ah, sure.
Oh, great. Probably another racist asshole here.
Give me and my regiment a transfer to combat command.
Couldn't do it, Colonel. Much too valuable to my operations here.
I've written a letter to my father asking him to press Governor Andrew and President Lincoln. But I don't have to wait for all that, do I?
What is he? How many stars does he have?
Yes, I've become quite a student of your operations in this region. 34 mansions, I think it was, pillaged and burnt. 4,000 bales of cotton smuggled through the lines with payment to parties unknown.
Ooh, wow. So he's a dirtbag. Was he a major general?
Let you take your regiment out to fight. That's what you want, isn't it?
When?
You are bright-eyed, aren't you?
When?
Just as soon as I can write the orders.
Normally, I'm against a lower rank talking disrespectfully to a higher rank, but this guy's a piece of shit. And yeah, all these criminal activities he's up to, definitely not deserving of a general. Good for him, man. He finally got his men what they wanted.
On the firing line, right here! That's right! Kneel! Fire!
Yeah, wow. Easily handled that cavalry charge.
Here they come!
Alright, here comes the infantry. Now things are gonna get a little tougher. Cavalry is only useful if you're not riding them right into a line of infantry ready for it.
Ready! Aim! Fire!
It's for real now, man.
Fire at will!
3 shots per minute. Ooh, oh man. Oh, they're charging. Hope you guys got your bayonets out. Oh, they do. Ooh. Oh, the Major's in the thick of it too. Oh no! That wasn't a fatal shot though. Ooh, that was a Confederate officer too. Come on, come on. Ugh. Oh. Oh, the colonel's in it too. This is some brutal combat. This action scene is amazing. Oh no! Oh, Thomas saved him. That means you can't talk any more crap to him, man. Oh, they're falling back. Wow, they got him, man. This was their first battle, their first fight. Everyone saw combat, man. Even all the officers.
Thomas.
He was hit in the shoulder, I think, right?
You'll be back in Boston before me, sitting by the fire, reading Hawthorne.
I'm not going back. Promise me.
All right.
He's shot and he wants to stay, man. Honor beyond honor. All right, just a pulse check on this movie. Absolutely amazing so far. I'm loving it. Some really great performances in this, man. All across the board. From Broderick, Cary Elwes, Freeman, Denzel.
So, how did they do?
Oh, splendid. Just splendid.
Any casualties?
42.
42? I feel like, I mean, that's obviously not good, but it could have been way worse. I think they did really well, man. They fought off that cavalry charge, and then they fought off the infantry.
You fought very well yesterday, Trip. Yeah. I think you should bear the regimental colors.
Got the standard bearer?
I ain't fighting this war for you, sir.
I see.
I mean, what's the point? Ain't nobody gonna win. It's just gonna go on and on.
Can't go on forever.
Yeah, but ain't nobody gonna win.
Somebody's gonna win.
Who?
Hard to say right now.
What about us? What do we get?
Well, you won't get anything if we lose.
We ain't help them kick in, sir. But I still don't want to carry your flag.
So he knows it's an honor, but he doesn't feel like he wants to do it because he's not fighting the war for the colonel or even for the North. He's just doing it because, well, one, he has that fire inside him, but also of what happens to them if they lose. I think I understand that.
No one will ever take Charleston without first silencing the forts which protect its harbor. And the first one that must be taken is that, Fort Wagner. Plus a garrison of about 1,000 men. For the last 4 days, our Navy has weakened Wagner with a constant barrage. We will proceed with a direct frontal assault tomorrow at dusk. The ocean and the marsh leave only a narrow strip of sand, a natural defile through which we can only send one regiment at a time. Now, our best hope is that leading regiment can keep the Rebs occupied long enough for reinforcements to exploit the breach. Casualties in the leading regiment may be extreme.
Oh, no.
General Strong, 54th Massachusetts, requests the honor of leading the attack on Fort Wagner.
This is gonna be bad. He just said the casualties will be heavy.
You and your men haven't slept for 2 days. Do you think they have the strength to lead this charge?
There's more to fighting than rest, sir. There's character. There's strength of heart. We'll be ready, sir.
Well, that may be so. That's really messed up, man. Going on, no sleep for 2 days. I don't think that's a good idea. You would think you would want a well-rested unit to make that first charge, man. Oh, well, at least, okay. It's gonna be the next day, so they'll get a little bit of sleep at least.
He's packed in the animals 2 by 2.
Oh, this sounds pretty good. Good thing they got some soldiers there who can sing.
Tomorrow, we go into battle. So, Lordy, let me fight with the rifle in one hand and a good book in the other. Amen. And I have no fear. Amen. Amen. Oh, my Lord, 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 Lord.
This is awesome. This is just what they need before going into battle, man.
I run off and left all my young'uns and my kinfolk in bondage. So I'm standing here this evening, Heavenly Father, to ask your blessings. If tomorrow we have to meet the judgment day, Heavenly Father, we want you to let our folks know that we died facing the enemy. Amongst those that are fighting against our oppression, that we died for freedom.
Oh, man. This is getting me a little bit... I'm getting tense, man, and pumped up. I just know that with a rousing scene like this, there's gonna be some people dying. A lot of them, too, I bet.
Oh, let it out.
Never had no family.
Come on, now. You're doing fine.
This is good. It's like letting him feel more accepted.
Y'all's the onlyest family I got. I love the 54. Ain't much a matter what happens tomorrow, but we men ain't. Yes, sir.
Man, I love his acting in this movie. So good. Oh, we got the double clap going from Morgan Freeman. Oh, that was a nice little calm before this storm, man. Everyone has changed from the beginning of the movie to now. Even he has, Colonel Shaw has overcome his PTSD enough to lead these men.
We ready, kinda.
Oh man, was there no better way to do this? Could the Navy just keep pounding the fort until they're getting really close at least? Give them more cover? Oh, it's that guy again.
Get Mel, 54th!
A little respect. Okay, so they have a few cannons. I still think the Navy could have probably been shelling them while they approach. Oh, they got more cannons than I thought. All right. At least that's something.
I wonder if you might do something for me. Have some letters here.
Certainly, Colonel.
If I should fall, remember what you see here.
You men are relieved. Report to the rear as stretcher bearers. Do it now!
Oh, the kids.
You go on, honey. We be by directly.
Ooh. Oh man, he's so nervous. He's about to faint. That was a really great shot too, because Tripp was there to catch him, and you could see in his eyes the concern. How much those two have come together and changed. They used to be kind of like each other's nemesis. Why didn't he just give the horse to one of the other officers, tell him to, you know, take care of it? That would have been a better option. Oh man, I'm so tense, man.
If this man should fall, who will lift the flag and carry on?
Thomas?
I will.
All right.
I'll see you in the fort, Thomas.
Oh boy, I'm getting nervous, man.
Bix! Bayonets!
Oh, they're getting ready for close quarters combat already.
At the quick step!
Oh boy.
March!
God, this would turn out so much better if fighting tactics had already evolved at this point and they weren't making themselves an easy-ass target. If they were more spread out, you know? Oh shoot.
Double quick time!
This is gonna be like the beginning of the movie.
March!
Where they walked right into that wall of infantry and cannons, man. Oh boy, they might get chewed up, man. Oh, they're ready. Oh my god, man. See, why couldn't the Navy be shelling them until they were really, really close, you know? I'm getting goosebumps, but not the good kind. Oh man, they've already lost a lot. They're too clustered, man. They're really, those cannons are really doing a number on them.
Take cover in the dunes!
This isn't super good either, man. Those cannons are still gonna destroy them.
We'll wait here and advance under cover of darkness!
Why didn't you just wait till it was dark then? So while they're leading this charge, the rest of the Union Army is trying to find an exploit?
Sergeant Rollins! Sir! Pass the way along! Forward on my command!
Oh, they're gonna charge. They're so outnumbered though, man, right? There's like 1,000 men in that fort. Charge! This is a suicide mission, man. Whoa! You see how high that one dude flew? None of the main characters are dead yet, but I know it's gonna happen, man. these battle scenes are done really well. So they're like in a final trench. There's more of the 54th still alive than I thought, too. This is it. Oh, but you're sitting ducks there, man. You can't stay there too long.
Don't stop! Get up there!
You can't sit there too long. If you're gonna charge, you're committed. You gotta keep going now. You can't sit... At this point, you gotta... Oh, Jesus. You need to charge now. Now. There's not gonna be any better time. You're just gonna keep losing more men. You gotta charge, man. Oh, shoot. Where's the rest of the guys? Oh, no. Why did no one else charge? Oh, he's gonna get shot again. Oh, dude. Oh. He took the flag. He ended up taking the flag. Oh no, they got him too. Oh no. Oh my god. Major Forbes, he's in charge now. Man, they actually were able to get inside the fort, at least to the wall there. Oh no! They got Thomas! They actually breached the wall, man. That'd be nice if they could, like, find a way to sabotage those cannons while they're right there. Wow, there's still more of them alive than I thought. Oh no! Oh no! What, were they wiped out? Did they just get wiped out? Why did it stop there, man? They got wiped out? Oh my god. Oh, this movie almost made me lose it, man. I don't cry very often, but when they got Colonel Shaw and then Tripp got shot too. Did everyone in the 54th die? It didn't show it, but obviously, I mean, Major Forbes and, I forgot Morgan Freeman's character's name, but they were right at the front there when those, smaller, closer range cannons fired. I wonder if those cannons had some kind of, like, scatter shot to them, you know, for close range. Ah, no. There's the Colonel. Just so unceremoniously thrown in a hole, man. Oh, man. Oh, what a sad shot. Tripp and Shaw, man. The 54th Massachusetts lost over half its number in the assault on Fort Wagner. The supporting white brigades also suffered heavily before withdrawing. The fort was never taken? Oh man. Well, more survived than I thought. As word of their bravery spread, Congress at last authorized the raising of black troops throughout the Union. Over 180,000 volunteered. President Lincoln credited these men of color with helping turn the tide of the war. Is this an actual bust of the 54th and Colonel Shaw? Wow, I think that is supposed to be him. What a movie, man. Wow. Oh, this movie had so much heart, man. Like I said, man, I don't cry very often, and this one almost had me losing it, man. When Colonel Shaw got shot. Sorry, I'm at a loss for words. Did you see the look on everyone's face when they saw Colonel Shaw go down? they saw their commanding officer go down. The look, especially in Denzel's eyes, when he looked at the body and then he looked back up at the the fort and the Confederate soldiers. It was with I'm gonna get you guys for killing my commanding officer. At that point, he was fighting for Shaw. That's funny because they had that speech before, I'm not fighting for you, but when he saw him go down, he realized you're one of the reasons I do want to fight. Like I said before this movie started, I don't know how many liberties were taken with this, or however, when I go through with the editing of this, and the editing process for movie reactions is kind of the point where I get to learn a lot more about, things that happened if it's based on a true story or about history. So if there is some stuff I've learned, you probably saw that I threw it in the during the reaction itself. Even so, I absolutely love this movie. It was so inspiring, and it was really pulling on my heartstrings, man, more than other war movies I've seen have. What a good performance from everyone involved in this. Even the guy who the soldier who Colonel Shaw was shooting behind, saying reload faster, that guy did a great job too, man. The guy who played Thomas everyone did a great job across the board. Absolutely loved all the performances in this. Denzel, by far, I think, had the best performance in this. Really stand out. I'm also surprised with how good Matthew Broderick did, because I've not really seen him in much. The only other thing I can remember him in is Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and that's a drastically different character. In this, wow. I had low expectations for him, just based on, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, but he really did a great job in this, too. I like how everyone's character evolved. Got more mature, more disciplined from the beginning of the movie to the end. Just what a supreme waste of, human life trying to take that fort. Yeah, this movie stands for so much more than just, appreciating the honor of this unit. It's also a movie about race as well, And it's kind of a unique dual role that this movie is in, being about telling the story of not only the Civil War, but also of the first African-American, regiment, and the honor and bravery they showed. I don't know about the 54th's exploits after this battle. I don't know if they were wrapped into another unit or if they were just, I don't know. But what a great example. And you could see the example they set. They kind of showed examples of that when they were in South Carolina passing by the kids. And Morgan Freeman was like, yeah, there's something past slavery. There's something past the life we've been living. And, showing it by being in uniform and, being a proud soldier in the Union Army. It was also nice to see that other unit that they had passed by and kind of almost had a scuffle with on the beach, kind of supporting him, Everyone was cheering him on, thanking them for, they knew they were about to walk into a suicide mission, and they were showing appreciation, Yeah, I really like how this movie had a dual role of being about race and being about history. Like I said before, man, I've experienced racism in my life, and no, I can't say I've experienced it on the level that African Americans have, but nevertheless, I feel for what these guys have gone through, because I've been exposed to racism, even if a lesser amount. It's not a good feeling. It's not good to be belittled just because the color of your skin. That's another reason why this movie, I feel like, is such a powerful symbol, because of what it represents. Yes, you can be someone of color and show the world that you're brave, and you can do the job just as good as anyone else, or better, But yeah, absolutely wonderful watch. If I had to give this a rating, I would give this a 9. This is a 9 out of 10 for me. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble and go off topic here. That's about when I know I need to end one. But absolutely great watch. If any of you guys are still here in the video, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to hang out with me. If you guys have any other movies that you think I would like, please let me know in the comments. Thank you again, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.